Multiplying decimals. Made easy. Example number 1. We have 23.6 times 0.78. What we're going to do first is ignore the decimals for now and multiply the numbers as normal. If you need help multiplying numbers, click on this link. I made a video on it. Let's start with the 8 first. 8 times 6. That's going to be 48. We put 8 here and a 4 on top. Now we go 8 times 3, which is 24. 24 plus 4 is 28. So we put the second digit here and the 2 on top. Now what we have is 8 times 2. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 2 is 18. So we got our first number complete. Now let's look at the 7. The 7 is in the second place, therefore we have to add a 0 on the bottom first. Now we go 7 times 6. That gives us 42. We put the 2 on the bottom and the 4 on top. Now we have 7 times 3, which is 21. 21 plus 4 is 25. Our 5 here and our 2 here. Now 7 times 2 is 14. 14 plus 2 is 16. Just like that. From here, what we have to do is add these numbers together. Adding these numbers together, what we get is 8. The second column gives us 10. We put our 1 on top. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 5 is 14. We put our 1 on top. Now we have 1 plus 1, which is 2, plus 6 is 8. And then we just have a 1 here. From here, we need to figure out where our decimal is going to go. Looking at the number on top, the 23.6, we see that there is 1 decimal place there. Looking at the second number, we see that there are 2 decimal places. What we do is we add those together. So 1 decimal place plus 2 decimal places equals 3 decimal places. That means that our number is going to be in the third, or our decimal is going to be in the third spot. So 1, 2, and 3. Our decimal is going to go here. Our final answer is going to be 18.408. And this example is complete. Example number 2. We have 0.283 times 0.3. What we do first is ignore the decimal places and multiply as normal. So let's start with 3 times 3. That's going to give us 9. Now 3 times 8 is 24. So we put our 4 here and our 2 up top. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. And then 3 times 0 is just 0. The second number is a 0. We don't have to multiply that because we know everything is going to be 0. Now, let's go ahead and find out how many decimal places we have to move. The first number here, 0.283, we see that there are 3 decimal places. The second number is 0.3, that means there's 1 decimal place. Adding those 2 together, that means our answer is going to have 4 decimal places. So let's go ahead and move our decimal 4 places to the left. So we start from the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means our decimal is going to go over here. Our final answer becomes 0.0849. We can see we added the 0 right in front. This is going to be our final answer.